Hi, this is Tara with Happy Horoscopes, and we're doing a quick little check-in the midst of the Aries season to talk about a transit that just happened this past week and talk a little bit about our full moon that's going to be coming up tomorrow, Saturday, April 16th. So just as a reminder for the Aries season, let's talk about the cards that we were looking at, our reading for the month. So in the present, we had the performer, Leo, okay? How are you feeling? How are you acting? That's what Leo energy in the performer is all about. Aries energy is very fast paced. I meant to do this video like 3-4 days ago, and it's just now that I'm finally finding a little moment that I carved out. I said, I have to get this thing done because the full moon's tomorrow, and if we don't get it done, yeah. Anyway, so think about how you are reacting to the energy that is surrounding you. We're in Aries season, baby, and things are moving. The sun is brighter. There's more people out. There's more traffic out. There's more work. There's more things going on. You probably got lots of um, uh, just lots of things to do, and it can feel a little overwhelming, especially when you're coming out of Capricorn and Aquarius and Pisces, where things are slower and a little, more down. And then I always think of Aries like when you're in a dark theater and you come out and you get hit with like that bright light. It's like, whoa, what happened? That's what Aries can feel like. So how are you reacting to the energy? If you're feeling great, you're rolling with it, that's wonderful. But I'll tell you, honestly, I'm a fire sign. And even I'm feeling a little overwhelmed by it all. Okay? So if you are feeling that way, like maybe it's all going too fast and you want to slow it down, use your energy to slow it down. And the full moon that's coming up is going to help us with that. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. But first, what I want to talk about is a transit that just passed us on this past Tuesday, April 12th. And if you follow astrology, you probably saw it. Most astrologers were calling it the luckiest day of 2022. We had a very rare transit where the Jupiter and Neptune were conjunct in the sign of Pisces. The last time this happened was 1856, and the next time it happens is, I think, 2088, so it's definitely a once-in-a-lifetime kind of transit. You've got the planet of expansion, Jupiter, with the planet of dreams and the manifestation of goals and just very positive, happy thoughts coming to fruition together in their home sign of Pisces. And Pisces is also all about dreams coming true. So you say to yourself, I mean, that's amazing energy. This is rebirth energy. This is manifesting energy. What are you going to do with it? That's what I want you to think about. You may say to yourself, Tara, you're talking to me about this days after it happened. That's okay, because the energy is still there. And awareness, I always think this to myself, awareness is the key to enlightenment. But sometimes it's better to be aware of something after it happens than before it happens, especially when you're dealing with the galaxy. And here's why. We tend to have expectations. And if somebody says to you, hey, if somebody says to you in March, guess what? April 12th is going to be the luckiest day of the year for you. Well, April 12th comes and you're like, wow, what's going to happen? Am I going to get a raise? Am I going to get that winning lottery ticket? Is the mate of my dreams going to appear at my door? And when none of that happens, you're bound to be disappointed because the chances of those happening are pretty rare. And the reason for that, and I'm talking about the chance of those happening on that particular day, they will happen for you. It just doesn't happen as fast as we would like it to. And the reason for that is because the universe, the galaxy, it doesn't work with time the way that we do. You know, we kind of think of time as a very kind of fast sort of a thing, where the universe is, time is endless for the universe. So a day is like 6 months, if that makes kind of sense. What I've found with astrology, with any kind of transit, it can sometimes, whatever it is, wherever you're pointing that energy, it could take a while to manifest, sometimes 6 months, sometimes a year, sometimes shorter. But the beauty of it is the journey, the putting your energy towards that goal, saying to yourself, you know what? I have this wonderful energy to work with, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say Neptune, Jupiter, Pisces, me. We're all going to work together and we are going to make this happen. And you focus on that. You manifest that. I'm talking about physical manifestations. I always say, I am a material girl. I live in a material world and I like material manifestations. Okay. And that's the kind of energy that we're talking about here. So even though the transit has happened already, the energy is still lingering. And remember that you will have Jupiter and Neptune together in Pisces through May 10th. So you've still got a long time for those manifestations. And if you're wondering to yourself, well, Tara, how do I use the energy? How do I manifest? It can be as easy as just getting up every morning and saying to yourself, you know what? It's a beautiful day. Everything is working out for me. And I'm going to get everything that I want. And this is what I want. And knowing that it is coming towards you. You want to take physical action steps towards it as well. You know, if you're looking for your dream job, yeah, you want to go and look for your dream, you know, physically look for your dream job. Don't wait for it to show up for you. But you put in the effort and the universe is going to match it, and you're going to keep building on top of it, and you're going to find that with this kind of energy, this rebirth manifestation kind of energy, you are going to attract those things that you want. Well, you're going to need two things that you need to do. One is stay positive, two is stay patient. And remember that everything good is coming at you because that is what you deserve. So that was the first transit that I wanted to talk about. I also want to talk about the full moon that we have coming up on tomorrow, Saturday, April 16th. I think it's full at like 2:59 in the afternoon, something like that. And this is the pink moon. It will be in the sign of Libra, the beautiful sign of Libra, all about harmony, all about everything just feeling good and feeling in harmony. So this is a good time for you to slow down and think about what feels out of whack. What does it feel like maybe you're doing a little too much? Does it feel like maybe you're not doing enough? Where do you want to bring balance into your life and work with this full moon? If you happen to like crystals and work with crystals, rose quartz is going to be beautiful energy for this particular moon because it is the pink moon. And it's called the pink moon because I believe it because it happens in the month of April, it reflects a pink flower that grows in April. And I'm not going to remember the name of the flower right now. I meant to look it up. That's okay. If I think of it, I'll add it into notes somewhere. But it's reflecting all of the growth of the earth, the rebirth of the earth that's happening in April. And that's why this is a beautiful time. It's a beautiful moon for rebirth and for just bringing more harmony into your life and really focusing on how do you feel? How does it feel? Whatever's been going on. If it's not feeling good, make a change. If it's feeling great, keep going. But that's where you really want to focus this energy. How are you feeling? Think about the color pink. How does the color pink make all of us feel? It's a color of harmony. It's a color of beauty and happiness and joy and fun. So how are you feeling during this full moon? And I will say this, the energy the past week has been I have found, and I found this with a lot of people, very emotional. There's been a lot of emotional highs and lows with people. And I think that's kind of us calibrating to the energy, getting into alignment with it so that we know our bodies, our emotions, our minds always tell us where it is that we want to focus our energy to feel better. And I think that's what's been going on this past week between the Neptune Jupiter transit and this very positive, bright, happy, full pink Libra moon. It's a time for us to be cleansing, okay? That was our future. If you go back to our reading for the month of Aries, the last card was the water card, cleanse and purify. Wash away anything that doesn't feel right. And you wash that away, and then you're opening yourself up to all kinds of new energies that are going to feel so much better. So I did something that I don't normally do. I drew another card for the full moon, and I haven't looked at it yet, so we can look at it together. First, I have to put on my glasses because otherwise I'm blind as a bat. I don't know what I'm looking at lately. Oh my gosh, okay, now I can see everything again. I'm just taking a moment to look at my notes because if I don't make notes, I forget what it was that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Before we take a look at the card we drew for the energy of the full moon, I just want to say one other thing about Neptune and Jupiter in Pisces. So very positive manifestation energy, okay? They're both going to be there together through May 10th. May 10th, Jupiter is going to be moving into Aries for a while. Again, that's a very good time because remember, you've got that while it's in Pisces, you've got the emotional, okay? How do I want to feel? Now we move into Aries. What are we going to do about it? And Jupiter can help you bring that expansion into your life. I would bet anything that if you're staying positive and you're working with this energy, whatever it is that you're working towards, once Jupiter moves into Aries, you might start to see some physical manifestations of those things that you're looking for popping up into your life. I feel like that's when you're going to start to see it. And as we're moving into Taurus season, which is, to me, I always think of Taurus as reward season, okay? You did the work. Yeah, you get a nice little reward to relax and enjoy it after all of the craziness of Aries. We'll talk more about that when we do our reading for Taurus. Another thing about Jupiter, now Neptune is actually staying in Pisces through 2026, so it's just there for a while. So Jupiter will pop back into, it's sort of retrograde, back into Pisces towards the end of the year, I think late October, and it's going to stay there through December. So you may also say that is a good time. Whatever it is that you're thinking about now, what it is you're trying to manifest, write it down. In October, November, December, take a look at that piece of paper and see what happened. Did it manifest? Or did you change what you wanted to manifest? Did something about you change so that you suddenly realized maybe that wasn't what I was after? Maybe I was really after this. Because a lot of times we're chasing after something when really it's another thing that we want. Anyway, so let's take a look at our full moon, our full pink Libra moon card. And that card is enlightenment. Okay, so what were we talking about? I did not look at this card, and I did not pull it on purpose. This is the universe telling us The enlightenment is out there for us, okay? This is a beautiful season, April, of rebirth, regeneration. The religions celebrate it. The earth, all you have to do is look around at the earth and see the celebration of it. Isn't it time for you, for your rebirth, for your regeneration? Yeah, it is. Okay? Awareness is going to bring you enlightenment. So be aware of the energies that you have to work with. And then use your crown chakra, your mindfulness, your connection to the higher beings, the higher planes, the crown chakra. It connects you to all of the energies that are around you. So use that to connect and just be present with it and feel how good it all is and how all that goodness is coming towards you and what you're going to make with it, because you are the creator of your life. That's what regeneration, that's what rebirth is all about. You created something, now it's time to create something else. We never stop creating. Okay? I hope that you have a very happy, wonderful, peaceful, pink Libra full moon. For those of you who are celebrating holidays this weekend, blessings and lots of joy for you, and just have a wonderful weekend.